Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Mrs. Bandu's Math Movies. This is lesson 8-6 for Course 3, Volumes of Prisms and Cylinders. We've worked with this area and surface area. Now we're going into volume. Okay, so that's basically what our objectives are, to find volumes of prisms and cylinders. The volume V of a prism is the product of the base area, B, and the height. So V equals capital B, H. Again, very general formula there. So you will need to know to be able to either compute or be given the area of the base, and then you're going to multiply by the height. The volume of a cylinder is the product area of the base, B, and the height. Remember, in a cylinder, B is pi r squared because a cylinder will have a circular base. Volume is defined as the number of unit cubes or cubic units needed to fill a solid. Okay, so basically how much something the solid can hold, but we express that in cubic units. Let me try to get that focused a little better for you, hopefully. And I'm going to press the autofocus, so give it a moment. Okay, all right. So finding the volume of a triangular prism. So we first need to find the area of the base. In this, our base is a triangle who has a base of 3.5 centimeters and a height of 2. So it's 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 3.5 times 2. Now, so we're going to substitute 3.5 for base, 2.2 for the height. 1/2 times 2 is 1, so those actually cross-cancel out, if you want to think of it that way. 3.5. So the area of the base is 3.5 square centimeters. Okay, if you don't see the cross-canceling, just work it out. But if I mix these up and I flip-flop these two places, 1/2 of 2 is 1 times 3.5. Use the base area to find the volume. So volume is the area of the base times the height. So that's going to be 3.5 times the height of the prism. The height of the prism is 4. So we're going to substitute in 3.5 for capital B and 4 for H, the height of the prism. So when I multiply that together, I get 14. The volume of this prism is 14 cubic centimeters. Okay, again, volume is in cubic centimeters. If you were stacking little building blocks inside, how many would fit? That's basically the idea. All right, let's look at finding the volume of a cylinder. If you do not have a scientific calculator at home, you can go to this website, www.ecalc.com, and what you see on my screen right now is that scientific calculator and then some math that I've been working on with it. So if you need a scientific calculator, don't have one but have access to a computer, you can either just Google scientific calculator, or this one I found is pretty user-friendly, so if you want to do that. Okay. All right, back to filling in our notes. Finding the volume of a cylinder. Find the volume of a cylindrical cake that is 5 inches tall with a diameter of 15 inches. Give your answer to the nearest cubic inch. Okay, so first of all, it has us using some estimation here. We can use 3 for pi, and the area of the base is about 3 times 64 square inches, or 192 square inches. And basically that's doing 3 times, and we're using 8 then for our radius. 8 times 8 is 64. So the volume then is going to be the area of the base, which is about 190, so even rounding again, and multiply that by 5. So 190 times 5 is 950. So 950 cubic inches. Just so you know, even as we work forward, you're going to find the more that you raise numbers to powers, your estimates are going to be off quite a bit more than you would if you were just simply multiplying or dividing without any powers. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so find the area of the base. The base, remember, is a circular, and that's going to be pi r squared. It has a diameter of 15, so the radius is going to be 7.5, 15 divided by 2. So 7.5 squared times pi gives you 176.714, and so on. So the area of the base is about 177 square inches. To find the volume, we're going to take the area of the base times the height of the cylinder. Okay, so the area of the base, and actually you can leave in your calculator what you got if you want to, all right, or you can put in the 177. We'll still be very, very close. Write out what you've done so I know if we're off just a little bit from what I anticipate the answer being. 188.36. So, 883.6. I'm not sure where I got the 1 from. So the volume of the cylindrical cake is about 884 cubic inches. The answer, 884 cubic inches, is close to the estimate of about 950 cubic inches. Again, not as close as we might think, but it's still close enough to know that, okay, it's reasonable. All right, you have a couple of quick checks here to complete. Have these done. Bring in any questions you might have, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.